Booyah! Pew 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 pew. Do 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 do. Okay, default view. Do 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 do. Oh man, you guys should look up a video called Squid Pride if you're into freaking weird jokes that kind of aren't that deep. Anyways, just a heads up, Squid Pride is actually I guess a running joke that was associated by somebody. Forgot who it was. Was it Uncle Al? I haven't seen him in a while. Oh. She got laid to rest the hard way. Hey, either way. Looking for a less hostile trading zone so I can make some trade sales. Okay. I'm sure if I keep following this ridiculous path, I'll find what I'm looking for. Well, one path leads into the desert, which leads absolutely nowheres to this point. Well, the other path leads to more or less green. Come on there, buddy. You and I both know we're going to have to put you down at some point. Can't have you roaming around, you might bite somebody. Hello there, guy. Hey, welcome to my home. Reduced weight by literally only one. That's sort of sad. Well, whatever the case be, I hope I find some more stuff that I need. I haven't found another town in I don't know how long, so it might be an extraordinarily long time before I actually find another town. Since I'm right here, might as well take these empty jars out. Put them over here. Not really sure what I need a lead for at the moment, since I don't have the means of making ammunition anyways. Don't see the point in the cement, but the glue, yes. I'm like 3 kilometers away almost from my house. I've been traveling for a minute. Hopefully that's a town. If it is, I'll change my home's location. Gotta change this location anyways. No, it's kind of weird. It keeps rendering in a town at the distance, and then there's just no town at all. So at this given point, I just feel like I'm running in circles. It's almost halftime. Once it hits halftime, I need to make a 360 return. Full 180 and return home. Well, I found some of the things I needed, which was oil. Believe it or not. Labodius Maximus. When people say they're working out their glutes, it means they're working out the gluteus maximus. The gluteus maximus means booty. For anyone who doesn't know. So if you think gluteus maximus is a... Well, if you think it's a curse word, believe me, it's not. You're just talking about butts at that point. Man, it's nothing but nowheres. If I'm lucky enough, I might find a little farmhouse out here in the middle of nowheres with a dog named Courage. It's always good to teach the old farm animals over here. What's up, bro? Yeah, I'm level 10. You could have gave me 5 or 10 skill points, turd. Alright, man, we're about to break it up on halftime. Break it down. You are now a blacksmith. You're now as dumb as a sack of rocks. Yes. Oh, you remember that anime, Pepperoni Kenshin? Oh man, imagine if that was the actual name. Pepperoni Kenshin. I hope that's a trading unit. Otherwise, I just traveled all the way for a stupid farmhouse. Oh, hello there, Sonny boy. Good night. Well, that's not what I'm looking for, but I might as well just document it. As soon as it hits halftime, gonna play the song Paper Planes. All I wanna do is bang, 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 cap you, and take your money. Let's replace them with fart sounds. Uh-oh. Something stupid is about to happen. Oh, I thought that was a ginormous freak monster they may have installed in this game, because there was supposed to be other weirdos running around. Well, we're here at halftime, and we see absolutely no changes in the general discretion of the area. Other than a random building in the middle of goddamn nowhere. We interrupt this program to bring you Courage the Cowardly Dog Show, starring Courage the Cowardly Dog. Abandoned as a pup and found by Muriel and her huswife, Eustace Beggs. Gah! But creepy bullshit keeps happening unaware. It's up to Courage to save his new home. Okay, dog, I know you're coming this way. Say, dog. Yeah, we're gonna knock over banks, eh? While the fat lady gets it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, say. Yeah, while the fat lady gets it. Oh, I'm not into that. Girl, you better keep those parts to yourself. I'm a married smurf. Girl, those crabby fumes must be getting to you. Borrow Squidward's gas mask and get your fat ass back to work. Cancelled. Ooh, there's a gaze into the trapped basement downstairs, eh? Well, whatever the case was, I'm not gonna go look inside the basement just yet. Wait, this house gives me weird bad vibes. Like something stupid is gonna happen. I can feel it in my bone. I can feel it, I can feel it, I can feel it in my bone. Ooh, mechanical parts are necessary to make wrenches. Ooh, soup. Oh. Ten points to Gryffindor. You're a dirty little bastard. Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Defending the line! Beep. Well, don't tell me somebody else came here to get their ass. Yeah, they certainly did. Alright, bring it on, Smurfette. I got all day. Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! If you're wondering what this is, technically this pipe baton you see here counts as a tofuna or something like that. These little tools were originally used in southern parts of Asia, and they were used as nightsticks. So these are like pre-generation nightsticks that were used to beat up criminals. And the reason why they had to be like that was because they had an abundance of a lot of leftover remaining tools from the old days. So as a result, they used them to beat up criminals and for police work. So if you're a criminal and you got beat up by one of these types of things, well, you should be satisfied it didn't go in the other hole. Because it could have been a lot worse. Could have been painful. I can feel it, I can feel it, I can feel it in my bone. Yep. Smack away with my axe. Or big axe. Step on the gas. As the man said, I'll tell you what's wrong with that car. They ain't got no gas. $14.40. Oh man. Hopefully there's some useful items in here, maybe some better armor or a better shotgun. So I can armor up on another shotgun unit. Although the pipe shotgun does have its advantages, because of its level, there are more slots available. Not very useful. And I did all that for a nice knuckle wraps. Oh, God. Oh, bravo. Oh, don't I feel like a fucking idiot. Oh, bravo. I feel like a real big idiot right there. Wasted some time smashing into a vault to get knuckle wraps. Now, how much does that melee cost? 9.1. Melee cost and stamina on power attack. And then it says this one is 12.1. Costs 18.5. I mean, I could smack up a dude like a couple times with these, I guess. Just ain't too much I could do with them. Okay. Let's see where my food sits at right now. It's at 96 out of 110. I'm gonna go ahead and eat some of these. Well, the longest life I have available. Don't need that. Not gonna need to be holding on to that any longer. Jesus. Okay. For anyone wondering what's happening right now, I'm contemplating whether or not if I should still be here. Considering the amount of bad luck I undergo quite often. But I don't have a choice. I have to get my ass into this secret hidden facility. Because if I don't, I'll never make enough money to make it anywhere. Really, bro? The goddamn door fucking blocks 90% of that shit. There we go. Till the snot-nosed bastards can burn us out. About to bust a cap on them foes. So the man once said, "You break my heart." Alright, I popped the weasel on this fool right here. Fortunately for me, these things are easily repairable because they're all pipe-based weapons. Okay. Close that door for right now. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. I really don't need any boiled water because I can only hold 10. And boiled eggs consist of 1. It's just a little bit of a gamble over here. Can make some glue though. There's 14 bones, get rid of those. Finally, and just add on to my glue collection. Some sandwich. Okay. I'm gonna take in the water and whatever. Got the yucca juice, 34, 24. Okay. I would say it's gonna be a close shave, but I need to make the XP down here or whatever. This isn't enough gas to really make anything. Okay. Yep. He's gonna be breathing hard for a minute. He's completely out of shape. That the Kirby could drive a dingo dinghy. Alright. Hold up. What's all this? What's all this? away. Back away, Cruella de Vil. Phew. That's enough out of you, Hamburglar. And he's like, Trick Mac, you've brought shame onto us. Your favorite artists, like Trick Daddy and numerous others. Good name, all. Too lazy. Oh man. Imagine looking up to somebody for several years and then hoping that they would do something useful with their life, and then turns out they never will because of the complexities of their life. Okay, well, looks like these army troops have been eliminated. Look at them. They didn't stand a chance. These guys blew out with warts and blisters and whatever, and freaking cysts all over their face before they changed. Guys had some classic I got screwed out of my life. I guess they didn't get the good side. Beep beep pop pop. Next time in the brand new All My Circuits. Last time on Dragon Ball Z. Will Goku make it in time to save his friends? Will Krillin survive from his mortal wounds? Find out next time. They call him Timothy. Timothy SpongeBob. Wow. Don't have any use for that. I can make a cigar, some Stelrados. Ratos. They put the rut in at. Boop. Well. Well, whatever they are, I just have to scrap them for now. Well, then, got that schematic already, the off-road headlamps.
He wanted you to show him his. He wanted you to show him your high beams.
Well, Nuspo. Beep, 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 beep. I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. I might as well just eat up these two things. I might as well just eat that up. Okay, need the acid for something. These sewing kits. Well, I wish I could help that, but I can't. Hmm. Well, I better scrap those. I got my turbos on standby. Still no comments. Oh well. Oh. Really? It did 1 point of damage. Well, I'm gonna be here all night. I might have to optimize the time so I could jump it forward to 4 in the morning and the next day. I won't make it if I try to run there. Yeah, I don't even have enough XP to get the next perk. Upgrade a pack mule. Hmm. Boy. Oh man. A 4090. Oh. Oh man, I gotta stay awake in hopes that something good happens today. Maybe something good will happen. If not, I'll just keep eating ice cream until I get fat and explode. You know, because that's what happens when you eat too much anyways. You get really fat and then you blow up. Used to play a lot of games. They also include the Thing Thing series. If you played Thing Thing Arena 1 through 3, and you played Thing 1 through 4, then you'd know about these games and their developers, which genuinely weren't that bad. If you played the original Dead Frontier Night 1 through, I believe, 3, you'll also realize that the game was also a little bit strange, but overall, you'd be satisfied with the results, because Dead Frontier eventually evolved into the Dead Frontier that people knew of the past, which was a much more earlier access-based game, which required you to have some kind of subscription or something like that. You know, mostly because the game wasn't widely available in America, particularly in my region. For anyone who thinks that the game didn't cost money to play, it actually did if you wanted to freaking play the game originally. You also need to prove that you were 18 years or older, because that was originally what the game was designed for. An adult setting where adults can play an MMORPG, talk however they please, and etc. It was supposed to be an adult-only thing, so it had to be a certain age. There were a lot of other things, but most reluctantly, in all forms of identical form factors, and what I know is that I genuinely know that a lot of things go on in that game. There were a lot of bugs. There were a lot of generalized issues that got ironed out over time. Every now and then when the game was updated, there may have been some bugs and people tried to make these exploits so that they could hack the game and run freely without having to pay money for premium things like speed boosts and damage increase. So if you're ever in PvP and all of a sudden a player just one-hit shots you all of a sudden, it could be because they have an incredible amount of boosters on board, which also include, you know, implants. Implants increase general speed, looting quality, only to a certain degree, meaning it gives you a higher chance of getting the non-premium based cap level loot, versus when you buy premium, where your level cap is much more different. The longer time you spend in the city, the better the weapons will be when you're looting. So the shorter the time you're in the city, looting around, the lower the quality will be. In order to get higher quality, you need to go into the extremely dark red zones. I would say go into the wasteland, but going there is sort of pointless by yourself. Another thing is this, there's going to be a lot of friendly fire in the wastelands because the wasteland is first come, first served. So, you know, if you see random enemies that look like bosses and everything appearing here and there, well, those random enemies that are bosses on normal levels, like if you're walking around through the city versus wasteland, regular city bosses that you see walking around spawn in the wasteland like they're normal. However, they do not drop loot. So if you're hoping for them to drop loot, they will not drop loot, but they will give you a base XP multiplier instead, which essentially would be the trade-off. You get an XP multiplier in exchange for whatever it is you're looking for. So if you were hoping for something different, or you were hoping for something that would have been more along the lines of what you're looking for, well, yeah, kind of out of luck on that department. So if you're hoping for something grand or something out of the ordinary, that's what it is. If you're hoping to run into a good community, players that don't try to rip you off, you also need to be careful whenever you sign in. If you're live streaming, don't sign in when you're outside of the actual game. Sign in with the game already in the inner city, as it makes it harder for people to go in and try to steal your name or steal your profile information and stuff like that. Protect your identity, basically, is what I'm stating here. Because there's a lot of players who have gone through a lot of trouble in life, just only to end up with their accounts being taken from them because someone said, oh, I can help you get premium currency. You just gotta give me your password and email. Well, remember, no moderators or anything like that. It doesn't matter what game it is, whether it's associated with Creaky Corps Ltd or not. No moderator or person who works for the game will ever ask you your password. If you willingly give up your password to somebody, you willingly gave someone access to your account. And therefore, in order to help you get your account back, will be very hard and risky. But in order to counteract people from stealing accounts, an improvisation, or I guess it would be an improvised or improvision has been made, which prevents players from being able to just abundantly do whatever they please. Oh, you gotta be goddamn fucking kidding me. This motherfucker goddamn broke his fucking legs. Fucking piece of shit game. Oh, if it wasn't enough that you fucked me already with the whole fucking stamina and putting the weight down on my fucking legs, now you want to break them. I didn't even got the material to make a fucking goddamn piece of shit fucking craptastic splint. Hopefully if I beat up something inside of this shitty house, the fucking fabric will fall out of it. But I doubt that will happen. Oh great, these assholes had a fucking leather couch. Oh, so helpful. Seriously. Want to rip my goddamn fucking balls off. I need two. Well, I'm gonna make 2. I collect my feathers. I'm gonna run into this craptastic room over here. Create a goddamn splint. Yeah, obviously I can't use it. Moron. Yeah, well, what the hell you expecting me to do, game? Because right now I just don't have the time for it. I gotta make a 3.3 freaking whatever this is. I gotta make a 3.3 freaking mile. I gotta be about 1.5 miles or so trek to the other side of the planet. Some of these pathways don't even freaking go like that, so we're gonna list this as an underground base. I'm probably not going to make that 3.3 kilometer travel all the way to the other side of the planet. I'm probably going to get mauled to death before I even get over there. Oh, goddamn. The freaking stupid fog rolled in. Oh, that's just fucking handy fucking dory right there, bro. That's hunky dory right there. I get screwed over and I gotta make a 3.3 kilometer run. Thanks, game, for breaking my goddamn legs and fucking wasting my damn time. You make me almost want to hack the game so that I can give myself something better. Look at that, the kilometer range isn't even going down yet. Oh, look at that, a freaking moron just joined me on my slow walk home. I bet I'm gonna get mauled by a bear in the game and I'm gonna die before I even get back to my craptastic house near the flood zone. A long way to go before diabetes catches up with me. I hate it when games do that crap. Oh, you didn't jump right. busting caps on these foods. Don't care about you there, buddy boy. I need to hurry my ass up and get over there. Still at 3.2. I got a muzzle brake. That doesn't really help me out too much. 3.1 kilometers. I might not make it there. Hold on. Damn, obviously encumbered. I'm clearly enjoying the freelance sports with a broken leg. Yeah, I'm gonna scrap that material. Hopefully I find some real medicine on the way. I swear to God, my life is just nightmare after nightmare, dude. It just keeps getting worse. You think by now Wobbly Rick's life would be alright. You think Wobbly Rick would be fine. That Wobbly Rick would have something to show for. Unfortunately, I'm just not really good at anything. And unfortunately, my hatred towards the world is too great in order to exist in it. Which is why I tell people I want nothing to do with the human race. So if you're wondering why I want nothing to do with the human race, don't wonder too much. There's a lot of reasons behind it. Do 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 do. Oh, look at that. I hope I don't have to deal with anything stupid. Probably should have stayed back there in that house until the night blew over. Probably gonna die out here. Once that happens, I'll be deleting this world. And that'll pretty much be it for 7 days to die for maybe 2 months. Supposed to be buying a cell phone sometime this week, but I don't think that's gonna be happening. I don't think anything's gonna come about my life either. But I keep moving forward and I keep creating content. Sometimes I'm just too exhausted to create content. And sometimes I completely forget to record and I'm having the greatest time of my life and genuinely making like great content. Sometimes I completely forget to record, and when I realize I haven't been recording for the last 3.5 hours, I basically played games, not realizing that I wasn't making any content and instead have been wasting my time. So it's a bit aggravating. That means I got nothing to post. It was just like yesterday, I thought I was live streaming or recording, one of the two, and turns out I was playing for 3.5 hours doing the mech suit stuff. Like I went right back to it after 45 minutes of chilling out on it. Turns out I wasn't making any progress at all. Because I legit thought I was making some progress, and it turns out I wasn't making any progress at all. Like, I basically played the game and made absolutely no progress at all when it came to like recording and putting out content. I basically wasted my damn time for what was essentially 4 hours of extra footage I could have had chopped up or live streamed. I got the first mark of distinction during the little event. It's nice to get the mark of distinctions, but the mark of distinctions are kind of worthless to me because it gave me a stupid pinata stick. The sticker I didn't mind, but the stupid pinata stick was the most annoying part of the mark of distinction that it gave me. Because it gave me a pinata stick, and then I went over there and then get the stupid pinata, and I decided to spin it, and what it did was give me a refund. I don't want a refund, you loser. I want 1,000,000 silver lions or a freed vehicle. Like a literal free top tier vehicle. Like, why can't you comp me out an M60 AMBT, or you can comp me out something useful, dude? Not something completely useless to a point where I want nothing to do with it. So, in perspective, I genuinely hate the pinata crap. Developers, if you're watching, I genuinely hate the odds of the pinata. I literally wasted my time. Literally a huge fat waste of my time. And when I say it was a fat waste, I mean it was a fat waste. Like, I grinded the event for the Moderna, and then just as I'm about to get my last box, I get screwed out of it due to a technicality of the distribution of goods in your game. And I don't get my last freaking box or whatever, which would allow me to freaking make the last coupon I needed to get it. So, in perspective, I got screwed again on another event. Even though I started when the event started, for the materials and everything, I still got screwed out of it. And I had premium whenever that happened. I got completely screwed out of it, and I definitely didn't want anything else other than the Moderna, because it was another Russian tank. The Moderna would have been nice to have, but unfortunately I'm just not willing to waste my time with that no more. It's completely useless to waste your time doing that stuff at this point. So if you're hoping to land a free vehicle, for those of you who do manage to land a free vehicle, I condone you for actually managing to get something good. The only thing I've been managing to get out of that craptastic thing was wagers and pointless boosters for research. I need Silver Lions boosters, not a research booster. I've let most of the research boosters go to spoil because the only thing I want is Silver Lions, because the only thing that's going to help me when I need the money. So, whenever I say, I don't want freaking research boosters actually mean it. They're completely useless to me. They have zero value to me. That's like saying, here, have this used, have this plate, this steak. I ate 69% of it and spit on the rest of it. That's essentially what you're giving me. I understand research boosters are good for people who want to have research boosting, but personally I don't care too much about research, especially when it comes to low tier material. So for anyone wondering, yeah, that's genuinely what I believe it is like. It wasn't good, it wasn't good enough, and there just wasn't enough of a return. A decent return would have been 1,000,000 free silver lions, but every time I spin, I land on an order or I land on a crap-tastic booster that doesn't help me. I hate research boosters, dude. I really hate them. I already got a research booster applied, having premium. I don't need another research booster. I want more SL, less research boosters, but I don't even get that. So, that's one of the reasons why I'm chilling out on freaking War Thunder. The entirety of this whole thing, like, I would love to continue the event and playing with the Exo gear setup and stuff like that, but it's no good. Because I'm not earning any silver lions, and even if I could earn some trinkets here and there, the trinkets aren't really worth it. So for anyone who's wondering, trinkets are completely useless to me. I would love to have the freaking custom everything and everything from the event, but unfortunately I'm just not willing to put any more money that has already been put into the game already. I've already invested money into a game and I'm already living a nightmare where I just get to that state of mind where it's just like, I make irrational decisions at this point in my life with War Thunder. And I literally spent the money I was supposed to use to buy food on that game at one point in my life. And I ended up starving for a while because of it. I ended up making irrational decisions as I grew up with the game. And War Thunder has genuinely become an incredibly unhealthy existence in my life. One minute I don't play it for a large amount of time, my life returned to normal, I started making positive decisions, my life was moving forward. Now I have my computer again and everything's just the way it was before. I'm going nowheres, my life's positive decisions have stopped happening, and I'm right back at the beginning. Back where I started. So the truth is, if anyone in the universe wants a computer in life to have a job or to do YouTube and live streaming, you should also remember that there are consequences for sitting at home all the time. The honest truth is that everything is a living nightmare. The truth is, I keep wondering, do people like what I'm doing? Do people even want to see what I'm doing? I keep thinking and thinking and thinking that one day I'm going to screw up and I'm going to lose everything that I built up all the way up till now. My channel started out from humble beginnings and continued to get worse and worse, and my subscriber count started to more or less become subtracted. And I started losing subscribers. I lost 10 subs, and then I lost 20, then I was right back to 15. My subscriber count just kept collapsing and getting smaller. Eventually I was going nowheres. And I wasn't really making any money. Then I went to Twitch. I made a little bit of money. and then my entire subscriber database kind of just exploded and they were non-existent. So it's just like you really think about where you're at in life, and you think about whether you're going to have a roof over your head. You think about if there's going to be food in your stomach the next day. And a lot of the times when you look down at it, you realize there's not going to be any food in your stomach the next day. That you're going to be sitting there hungry. You know, I know somebody's going through that right now. Me, I'm usually on here so long and for a large enough amount of frequent periods of time that it would be redundant for me to say that I live a genuinely decent and good life. Because the truth is, I don't live a good life, and I can never really do anything that I want to do, and I can never really be proud of what I do because I keep screwing it up. So somewhere along the line I screwed up with my own design of my mind, my brain, numerous things that were necessary to have a functional and rational peace of mind. And then it just gradually got worse for me. As I do this live streaming stuff, you really think about your life a lot. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I think about it quite often. I want to continue to make content. I want to get in touch with these higher end people in life who I've been watching. I've been watching Komodo Gaming, I've been watching Spy Cakes, I've been watching Beautiful OB. And I believe his slogan was bigger muscles, bigger brains or something like that, or bigger brains, bigger muscles, something like that. I can't remember it because I haven't seen it in a while. And well, I'm not gonna lie, some of the merchandise that was ordered completely went missing, so either it arrived, or it didn't arrive, or it did get to my house and somebody just stole it off my porch. Now, technically this house of where I live at is called, you know, it's not like named after me, so it technically isn't even my house I'm staying in either. But I live here and I don't really like it when people are, you know, disrupting the peace in general in the inside of the home, creating situations and stuff like that. Now, for some human beings and other things, people are supposed to be around, you know. I genuinely enjoy the ideological functions of living with one human or living with some humans, but I really have to have little and little and little interaction with people. The less interactions I have with people, the more likely I am to not cause a problem. The more interactions I have with people, the more likely I am to blow up and completely go nuts on you. It's one of the main reasons why I tell people, you know, I can only hang around people up to a certain point, and then after that, it's going to be sort of a gamble. Some people ask me what I mean by that, and I tell them it's not that I hate you or anything, it's just I can't really be around people for too long. And to be honest with any of you out here in the world, that is the truth. I really can't be around people for too long because being around people too long causes me exhaustion. I used to like going out there, party, dancing, downtown, helping some friends open up in the world, helping acquaintances and stuff like that, you know, general things like that. But eventually one day it just all stopped. Probably outgoing days of making other people happy, helping them discover themselves, just came to a grinding halt one day, and well, wobbly was just no longer wobbly no more. Because, yeah, if anyone was wondering about the general hardships, the things that I go through, I go through a lot of issues in my life, and just existing is hard. It's very hard for me to exist. To not feel frustrated or clustered. So if you think I'm not around you or I don't hang around you because you think I hate you or something like that, that's not it. It's just I'm no longer capable of being around people. My physical mind itself and the way it's designed now just won't let me be around people. So if you think it's because I hate you or something, that's not it. It's just I can't be around people like that no more. I don't want to be around people. One day I would love to meet my subscribers, but I'm not really sure what that'll do. I'm not really sure where a majority of my subscriber base really lies or floats. I got quite a bit of Russians, quite a bit of people out there. You know, it's what it is. I got some people doing this, I got some people doing that. It's a rather out of the ordinary community if you think about it. I originally started out with playing Wobbly Life, and right now I'm just awaiting future updates with the game. So that's really all that's going on right now is that I'm waiting for game updates. And once game updates happen, we're going into an online lobby and Wobbly Life away. Oh, hamburgers. Yeah, it's about the amount of distance that they wanted me to run in the Marines. 1.5 kilometers. Oh well. Well, that was interesting. She was a feral zombie. I end up with 5 minutes on the clock, and they can start running like hell. I already see my first feral. That means that these things are going to start to evolve on me. And if my leg isn't good to go before then, it's going to be game over for me. That's not good. That thing is right there. I forgot what those are called. But that guy mutated from being an army soldier into whatever he is now. Just know that most of his spine are protruding all the way through his back. The spine had literally been altered to the point where it was a curvature, where the only thing that little thing can do over there crawling on the floor is jump after you. So because of the way the spine's curvatured, he can do incredible leaps at high distances, to far distances, to high heights. So that guy can actually run after you if he needed to. As his vertical leap is incredible. Along with his, I forgot what the other one, you got the diagonal and vertical. So the vertical leap is incredible, but the diagonal leap, meaning up and down, horizontal, diagonal, vertical, it's like strange, but their leap in general can reach incredible heights of up to, I think, 5 blocks. 5 or 7 or 8 blocks high. And they can jump up pretty high, so that means they could jump pretty far. And if they're jumping while running after you, they can jump up to about, I think, 15 blocks or so. And continue the pursuit. So those guys are rather hard to outrun. Although the XP payout is good, it's generally too demanding when it comes to outrunning them. Gotta be careful with him. He may look like he's slow, but he's actually faster than he looks. Well, those guys right there get angry. They go from their docile state into full pursuit. They can run after you. All the other infected struggle to run after you as fast as that skinny individual can. In a general sense, if you were running away from them, you'd have a hard time running away from that guy. Getting too close. And the guy's swinging his arms in the middle of nowhere, so he's definitely swinging blindly and trying to detect. Right now they have no clue that I'm out here. Right now I got 1, 2, and 3 in the rear. I also got 1 or 2 on top, making a total of 5 enemies pursuing me. You know, 1 minute until my limb is healed, then I can make that sprint. Hopefully I don't have to fight any of these bastards. unwobbly, you can make it. It's only 1.2 kilometers away. God damn it. This guy again. Okay, I literally didn't see the wolf in front of me, which was bad. Fortunate for me, I have jars of honey on me. Oh, motherfucker. There's a goddamn bear over there. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, this game's trying super hard to kill me before I get back to the crib. This could pose to be a problem. Oh, you bastard, the bear's coming back. Need to keep my distance from freaking beer-stained bear over there, bro, because I ain't gonna make it with that shit. I already threw one alpha predator at me, now it's throwing me the Giga Chad of the predators before they turn into the actual alpha Giga Chad. And then you got these really weird looking mutant feral zombies, and those guys, well, that's like fighting a stand. Finna be throwing some hands. Alright, the ratio of armor I have, that ordinary bear is listed as literal Giga Chad at this point. I'm not gonna go fuck with that bear. No way. If you heard the stories about guys screaming like little girls when they see bears, well, that's the truth. You done ran into an alpha predator and there's no way out. The only way to scare the animal is by either playing dead or by trying to annihilate them yourself. Hopefully I don't run into any more of these pieces of crap because I really don't need to be running into wildlife. See, little rabbit? As long as I don't mess with the rabbit, the predators won't hear the rabbit scream. Oh, whenever a rabbit gets hurt or is being killed by another predator, they scream like bloody murder. So, rabbits are cute and subtle little animals. They're easily traumatized. But if you start showing them some love, they'll start feeling more loved, and then eventually they'll calm down. But it takes a lot to get a rabbit to stop being traumatized, so if someone traumatizes the rabbit, the only way to get them to snap out of it is by showing them as much love as possible. And then everything will be fine. I used to have a rabbit at what was it? At my house. Like, not my, like, right here, where I'm staying at now. Keep calling it my house or whatever, because I've lived here for so long. At this point in total limbo with my personal life. But what I'm getting at is this. We used to have a rabbit, but the poor thing ate the pellets that was supposed to be for the pests, like the rats and stuff, and the poor little rabbit ate the pellets and then perished under the deck. But then again, whenever they came to treat for the rats, they shouldn't have let the rabbit go. At least not outside in the backyard if it got treated. But they let the rabbit go in the backyard after it was treated, and I told them, where's the rabbit? And they said, the rabbit's underneath here. And I said, the rabbit is eating the food that is not supposed to be eaten. They're like, what do you mean? That rabbit's gonna die. So, you know, they told me I didn't know what I was talking about, but the rabbit ate the pest control pellets. And the poor little snow bunny pretty much died. After ingesting poisonous pellets that were meant for rodents. Although wild rabbits and hares count as rodents. Yeah, the pet rabbit wasn't a rodent, but somehow ended up suffering the casualty price. So when it comes to like family pets, okay, that jackass over there is clearly going my way. I might as well just go back to the damn freaking sandy sidewalk. Oh, this asshole keeps turning the other way, dog. I know you're trying to introduce yourself to me, and I got no interest in meeting your bony ass. But yeah, the little rabbit Ellie perished in my backyard because of them. It's almost like nobody listens to you whenever you tell them what's good for their health or whenever you're telling them what's back there. You know, nobody really ever listens to you, and then you're just left with people who don't care. So, you know, I could already tell the rabbit was having anxiety issues because the rabbit was eating the newspaper. You know, the lining of their bed, it was eating them. So, you know, the rabbit's lining was always being dissolved and everything. It was just, it was sadness. I knew the rabbit was gonna die if they stayed here. Like, I knew from the very beginning the rabbit wasn't gonna live too long if the rabbit stayed here. Me and my older relative had called it out that, you know, if the rabbit stayed here, it was gonna perish. We weren't wrong, the rabbit did perish because they were like, well, it's our rabbit, we decided to keep it, so that makes it our rabbit. And it said, like, yeah, but the two of you don't know anything about taking care of a rabbit. And I said, neither one of you really has good experience in taking care of children, so with that being said, you really don't have any experience or qualifications to take care of an animal. Like me, I've done the flower baby thing for the school and stuff like that, and whenever the project was over, I turned the flower baby into basically, I think it was cookies or a cake. But point was, I made enough for the class to enjoy. Although the principal was keen on not letting me get a slice of my own cake. Then the principal changed the grade the teacher gave me. The truth was, freaking principal and everything was like that. And people were like, you just throw the flower baby on the floor like that? Like, there was another person who said, well, I don't want this flower piece of crap, so I grabbed it and I threw it outside on the floor. Like, I literally busted the flower baby this dude didn't want. It's like, I don't want this piece of crap. So I just basically grabbed it and I threw it on the ground like I was trying to bounce a basketball as hard as I could to make it gain some height. But point being was, you know, that's exactly what I did with that flower baby. I just threw it on the floor as hard as I could. Of course, it was no longer a flower baby once the grade was already given out. So, you know, the students were allowed to do whatever they want with them. This one girl was completely hell-bent on keeping her flower baby in good, happy, healthy shape. And she had a total mental breakdown whenever the flower baby fell down the stairs like 2 weeks later and it busted wide open and the flower was everywhere. She had a total meltdown, and I was just like confused as to why she had a meltdown. Because I'm like, well, I don't know why you're having a meltdown. You've never been pregnant before, you know, you've never had a child. Like, and you're having a massive meltdown over nothing. Like, you're screaming bloody murder. And I said, and you got like everybody looking at you in the hallway like you're crazy. Like, that's a little out of the ordinary even for me, dude. I mean, I've seen some weird stuff before, but I've never seen somebody scream bloody murder before. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some pretty weird things before in my life, but I've never seen a person scream bloody murder over a flower baby. Just saying what it is, man. Never seen an individual scream bloody murder like that, but, you know. To each their own, I guess. You know, the expect the unexpected was always told of me. For me to expect the unexpected was always told towards me. People always told me, you know, you should always expect the unexpected. I'm like, why? Because you never know when someone's gonna flip out. And, you know, I've took them serious since like day one, but I just didn't understand what makes an individual scream bloody murder over a flower baby. I still don't understand it. And the girl was like, I can't expect a man to understand. And I said, there's nothing to understand. The grade was given out. All the girls that had the flower babies came to school the following day with cakes and cookies made from the flower babies. And I said, you're the only one still lugging it around like it's a real baby. I said, so you're the only one who seems to have some kind of mental issue or some kind of block or something, and I was explaining that to her. She's like, there's something wrong with you if you don't want to have a flower baby. And I said, oh no, the only use for a flower baby, and I explained it to her, was lunch. You know, I can make some tortillas de harina or some shit like that out of them. You know, food. Don't really need the item no more. But still, I still am confused today as to why. But then later comes out of the woodwork that, oh well, as it turns out that when she was younger or something like that, and this came out of the woodwork because somebody decided to spill the beans while she was screaming bloody murder, and it turns out at one point she was pregnant. But her parents made her get an abortion or something like that. She refused to get an abortion. And then an unfortunate accident happened at her home where she was running from the father or something like that. She fell down the freaking stairs, like literally fell down. Her friend recalled seeing her fall down the stairs, running from her dad, his personal security from their estate or whatever, because they were going to take her to the abortion clinic because the child was black. Because that was the father. The father was black. And the white guy didn't want to have a black child in his family. The young lady fell down the stairs, and, well, there goes the abortion. The lady had a miscarriage and whatever. I don't recall her name, but it was just a living nightmare for her, I guess. So, after being told that by her friend, who was supposed to keep it a total secret from everybody, I just didn't really bother her, but I didn't apologize either. Why would I apologize to you after going through that much trauma? There would be literally no point. Second of all, you should have consolidated your father prior before screwing around. Because there's one thing that the law will tell you: as long as you're living under your parents' roof, they can say what happens inside of their house. So if you're living under your parents' roof, they can say what you can and can't do with your loins. Because until you're 18 years of age and outside of that door living on your own, you don't have the right to say whether you want to plow a woman in your bedroom or not. And that's a weird fact. So if you're trying to get it on, well, you're not getting it on. I'm gonna tell you that. If you still live with mommy and daddy, the law is going to tell you that what they say is final. So if they say you can't bring a young lady over and have some fun, well, you only have yourself to blame. So, you know, don't go crying and screaming, kicking and yelling at your relatives because you say it's their fault. Because the honest truth is you only have yourself to blame on that department. Yeah, if you're wondering, now you know. By the way, you can say whatever you want about this story. As far as I'm concerned, I've just never seen somebody freak out like that. Never seen an individual scream bloody murder over a flower baby. Remember, if your friend's a girl or whatever, and she's still holding on to the flower baby project, she's probably thinking later in life she'd want to have some kids. And if you don't see her like that, you should probably let her down easy. And by letting her down easy, I mean drop her like a ton of bricks. I'm not saying do that because it's funny. I'm basically saying do that because you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who's already gone baby crazy and they're not even old enough for it. Because one way or another they're going to trick you and they're going to screw you over. And there goes the rest of your personal life. There goes your bachelorhood and everything. So, like I said before, it's nice to have that one friend who is emotionally sensitive, but you should probably stay away from them if they still haven't let go of the flower child. Because they might just drug you up and then take advantage of you in a sexual fashion, get pregnant, and then accuse you of being the father of a child that you didn't want. And then you're stuck in a terrible relationship with a Smurf. Oh, pop their head off. Well, look at that. Oh yeah, I had a friend who was like that. This one girl just wouldn't let go of the flower baby. She was just like, this is my baby and I'm taking care of him. And a couple weeks later, at the party, and the next thing I know, dude's unconscious and this chick's just humping his brains out. Basically pulling a Gloria. You know, like whenever they had that thing. I think it was Moto Moto or something like that. But what I'm getting at is this. But yeah, there was something about it, but yeah, it was just straight awkward if you're wondering. Even for me, it was pretty awkward. But yeah, that's just like weird. The guy told me she was completely baby crazy or something like that. Dude passes out at a party, wakes up, he's all wet below and she's on top of him basically. And you know, my buddy's just like, oh, now she's telling me she's pregnant, she's not gonna let me go anywhere, dude. And he's like, and I'm getting deported. And I'd be like, oh well, get deported and never come back to America, dude. This will be the last time we see each other. He's like, yeah, but she's pregnant. I'd be like, yeah, do you want to be in a relationship with her? He's like, no. And I was like, okay, well you demand that she gets an abortion. Because you're not taking care of a child you want nothing to do with. And if she decides to keep the child, you write down with the state you want nothing to do with them. Nothing whatsoever. So, that's what I told him. So he didn't ask for nothing. He didn't have to pay no child support. Even though they still deported him. They asked for eyewitness accounts and everything and blah blah blah. You know, eyewitness account, I was one of many, and they said, well, he was at the party and stuff like that, and then she starts talking with him, he starts talking with her, she gives him a drink, next thing I know, you know, buddy over here is over there passed out on the couch, and I see that she's been apparently grinding up on him for what was maybe an hour or so. Turns out she wasn't grinding up on him, everybody just knew that they were doing there wasn't even they, it was more like she was doing whatever it was she was doing to him. And genuinely, I felt bad for him. So, you know, I threw water on her. Called her a monster. After I called her a monster, she got up off my boy and started swinging at me, saying that I shouldn't get between their love. The dude was unconscious. She roofied the man. I said, he's unconscious, you roofied him, and you're saying don't get between your love? What love is there if the man's out cold? I straight up told her, like, what love is there, bro? That was when I told her, like, what love is there if the guy's unconscious? He's not even here to have an opinion. Into an argument, blah, blah, blah. And then she started fighting me, pulled out a switchblade. I threw her over the couch, and I started kicking her ass. Now, I feel bad for him because to this day, she's still out there looking for him, trying to track him down, trying to find out where he's living, and the man's already married to somebody else. He's got a family of his own and everything. Now, I would say I still talk to him, but I actually don't talk to him no more. And the main reason why is because for his own safety. I even deleted my Facebook because of that. If I see him, I see him. That means if I see him, I see him. And that's super rare if I actually see him. Because the dude doesn't even live in Texas. Or does he? I know you still listen, bitch. I know you still think I got contact with him, and you still out there looking for him, thinking you're gonna find him. Leave that man and his family alone. You crazy hamburger. Seriously though. I ain't never ran into troublesome people like that before, but that was even a little wild even for me. But yeah, it's like, for me it's a little weird. I would say it would be something that I would say would be normal, but it genuinely isn't normal. The events that was like there. Wow, you've been here for a minute. Read the title. Dude's like, bro, answer me. I'm like, bro, don't you read the title? You're on the stream. 7 Days to Die. It literally says in the description, playing 7 Days to Die. But yeah, if somebody's wondering what is this stream, well, this stream is basically a context of generalized parts of my existence, stories of my life, and believe me, it's a lot of weird crap. This is where Wobbly comes to vent, because Wobbly doesn't know what to talk about. I would talk about politics, but politics are illegal on YouTube, so I can't talk about politics and make it a political subject. If I say Joe Biden is a good president, this has just become a political topic, but that's just a stereotypical function, meaning I'm using it as a stereotype or something like that. I'm not actually talking about Joe Biddy. And I'm not talking about the previous predecessor figure of the United States. What's his name? I forgot his name. But we'll call him Orange Man, because I just remember his face looking sort of like an orange. So yeah, I'm not talking about President Orange or Joe Biddy. But what I'm getting at here today is general topical fun. I would answer, but unfortunately I do not have a second screen or a cell phone at all in order to answer the questions you may have that's itching your back. So if you have questions that you wish to be answered, I probably don't have the mental capacity at the moment to assist you with that. So for anyone wondering, that's basically what it is. If you're hoping that I'd have an opinion about the presidential figure Joe Biddy, I really don't have much of an opinion since Mr. Biddy really isn't even in my business. Holy crap, that scared the shit out of me. Hey man, fucking stay down, Fido. God damn, bruh. You're freaking chewed through my drawers, homie. I hope the stupid bears disappeared. Hey, what's up, soldier guy? Soldier bullet tablet. What's up? Soldier. 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 Do keep in mind you don't want to be in this general area called the Destroyed Zone. Or the Wasteland, whatever they call it
Gonna
nowadays.
purchase something?
Are you gonna have bigger brains, homie? Because it looks like you left yours down the street. You done got clawed in the face and went blind slightly. Still got one good blue eye, though. Got some robotics parts, but I won't be able to make a robotic turret until I have robotics mastery. Look at that. A Dutch action shotgun for 10 grand. A better pipe pistol, AP, a wooden bow, but I need the schematics. Not the schematics, but parts. Let me see if he has the parts anyways. Well, he's got time charges, but that's not what I need. Advanced bellows will help me with smelting.
Was there something else?
Yeah, there was the big shoe biddies. 300, huh?
Oh, was there something else?
Not really. This is south, this is east, this is west, and this is north. We'll see his jobs. Nope, 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 and northeast. I am good, bro. This is further into the destroyed zone. Somewheres I don't need to be, so all you good for is just getting the loot going on. Alright, let me get my home base set up. I'm gonna loot this real quick. Okay, that works. Now if I'm intelligent, I'll loot whatever it is that I can on the way back home. And I'll begin producing the blacksmith equipment. I also have to create a bike so I can reduce travel times and generalized functions associated like that. For anyone tuning in and wondering what the HE double hockey sticks it is that I'm talking about on this stream, well, I'm talking about personal life experiences and problems I've had to deal with. Wobbly Rick. I'm not the guru for all, but I most certainly know enough to know my way around certain things. So if you ever got a problem, I might have your answer. However, the only thing I gotta say is this: any advice that I give you is purely experimental, and if it works out, it works out. But I highly suggest that you take from my own personal experiences and apply it to your own life to some extent. Don't apply it all the way. Just apply and take the positives and the negatives and what you see fit that fits in today's society. Because what I did to solve problems in my time is a lot different from how you're going to be able to solve problems in your time. Remember, the difference between my time and your time is a great distance in time. So, with that being said, do not copy, repeat, or rinse and repeat anything that I say or do. Because if it's something stupid, I guarantee you it might just hurt. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I see. There's plenty more where that came from, huh? Anyways, the nitrate powder, which I think this is lead right here. I got a block of nitrate sitting over there near home. Nitrate is abundantly reliable if you need it. If you mix coal and nitrate powder, you'll get gunpowder out of it. Coal happens to be very flammable and it's in dust form. Nitrate powder mixed with coal only makes it combustible. In fact, if you have an entire factory coated in coal dust, and coal dust is everywhere, so you can start a massive explosion. It's a similar thing that if you have freaking, sugar powder everywhere, and it's like the run off the mill. If you have enough sugar powder, the sugar will act like an explosive. And, well, if there's enough of the sugar powder laying around, the explosion will be devastating. So, You know, there's some information if you're wondering. If you work at the sugar factory, you must not smoke within 200 yards of the facility. But just to be safe, they tell you to drive a quarter-mile away if you want to smoke, or go to designated smoke areas where it's proven that it's not going to interfere with the factory's design. If you work in a sugar factory and own a sugar mill, you should know already you shouldn't smoke near the facility due to the high risk of combustion. All it takes is a single spark. The whole place can go up in flames. Now, for anyone wondering, if you think crashing an airplane into a nuclear power plant will cause it to go into a meltdown, you would need to hit the water pumps. Like, the literal water pumps that are buried 3 stories underground. And an airplane, if it came smashing down at 400 miles an hour, regardless of size, would only cause a crater up to about 1.5 stories into the ground. It's pretty deep depending on the speed and angle of impact and the saturation of the soil. However, in perspective, you would have 0 results. You basically would have crashed into a freaking cinder block, or you would have crashed into a concrete wall for nothing. So if you're hoping to gain some results by acting stupid, well, you're not going to. Sadly. Believe me, this isn't an instruction manual on how to do it. I'm just telling you straight up that if you tried, it would be a fruitless try. Because you're literally trying to smash through over 100 feet of concrete, which is literally under 1 building of dirt, which is 1 floor of dirt. And then you got about 100 feet of concrete between you and the freaking actual pumps. Point being is, you would have a pretty hard time getting anywhere as close to the place as well with an airplane. You would likely be intercepted by American F-15 Eagles and shot down before even reaching it. So again, it'd be pretty freaking stupid and fruitless. Now there are people who say, oh, well, you don't know me, I'm the world's greatest pilot. Well, you can be the world's greatest pilot and still be the world's biggest dumbass. Doesn't mean you're gonna make it there, just because you think you will. That's like me saying I'm gonna make it there simply because I said I would. You'll make it there on foot, but you won't make it there in a plane. So take it like the facts of life. Just because you think you can make it doesn't mean you will make it. So if you're expecting results to happen, don't get your hopes up.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
Don't waste your time believing what other people say like you can make it, because the truth is you won't. You can run, you can hide, but you won't make it there. just too much of a fact. Most individuals who believe they'll make it there, and it's just like the Hollywood movies, realize very quickly that it's not like Hollywood movies, and you can't just fly any old airplane near a place like that without being questioned literally 15 miles out of the radius of the local area. In fact, most radio communications towers, when you fly into states or you're flying near power plants and stuff like that, ask you your flight course prior before you're approaching the power plant. If you don't have a valid flight course, fighter planes would have already been scrambled prior. The odds of you actually making it there is, well, it's not 1 in a million. The odds of you actually making it there and hitting the actual structure is about 10%. And that 10% actually declines the closer the F-15s get. You're already at 90% disadvantage once they take off from the airfield, and they're going full afterburner chasing after your ass. That 10% begins dwindling, and then it becomes a 1 in a million. The odds of you actually getting close enough before anything is actually done is so little that they'll literally use their main guns to saw the wings of the plane off, so you'll crash into the ground below. Because in today's society, firing a missile at an aircraft isn't enough to actually initially take it down. You'll literally have to saw the wings off. Now, about American democracy and where I stand with it. I'm sort of on the precipice of deciding whether or not if I want anything to do with American democracy. Mostly because I've had a terrible time living in the United States since I was a child. So, with that being said, it's not really anyone's fault. It's mostly the people who were in the area and were living around me at that time's fault as to why I do not see things the way you see it. So if you're ever wondering why I'm different compared to you or why I have the opposite points of view in life, well, you could thank the crappy citizens that I ran into growing up. It's got nothing to do with you. It's got everything to do with the people who fucked it up for the rest of you. Don't get me wrong, I like this country, but at the same time, it's sort of potato, it's sort of teeter-tottering. I could go live somewhere else and probably have a more successful life than living in the United States. Sure, I might be homeless for a year or two, or less than that, but at least there's somewheres to work. If I'm homeless in Germany, I'll go to jail first. Then they'll ask me if I want to still be a citizen of this country. And if I tell them no, I'll likely have a nice job and have somewhere to stay, pay my rent, pay my taxes, talk to people there, do that. It's the same thing in the United Kingdom, up there in the UK. It's the same thing in Great Britain. If you're homeless, you're going to jail. If you're homeless in the United Kingdom, you're going to jail. But they're going to find you a job so you can pay your fines. They're going to find you a place to stay. And they're going to help you with becoming somebody. Because in the United States, if you're homeless, they don't give a shit. You're going to end up in jail and they're not going to help you find a job. They're going to throw your ass under the rug and you're fucked. And that's it. Here in America, they don't actually help. That's why a lot of countries say that this country is out of control with how they handle their business. And to be honest, I don't blame them. Because the United States kind of is out of control on that portion. I don't blame them for saying that. Quite literally on that one little portion I just said right there, the United States sort of is out of control on that portion. Because there's nothing to prevent you from rebounding and becoming a homeless person, and then from a homeless person to a criminal. because you don't got a roof over your head, society deems you a criminal or a thief. Even though you were just like them 4 days ago, you were just like one of them. Nothing was wrong. You lived an everyday life. You went to work, you went home, you were 9 to 5 every day. And one day you just get the pink slip and your boss tells you, alright, fuck you, you're out the door. And you're fired. You spend months and months and months looking for a job, and then the next thing you know, you're homeless because you ran out of money to pay your bills. And society doesn't care if you used to be just like them, a regular person. Society will walk all over you in the United States. They don't care if you're dying. In some countries it's like that because they don't have a system that actually rebounds and functions the way it's supposed to. There's no net to prevent you from becoming a homeless person. There's no system that'll help you get on your feet and find you a job in a similar field or in this exact same field you were working in prior, before you got fired or laid off. In the United States, there is no such system or net that exists to prevent that from happening to you. And the reason why they have it like that is because the United States would rather have you throw away your life in war, a fruitless war. They'll promise you these benefits, but once you get there, there would really be no point in the benefits. It's like being lied to up front. Which genuinely, that is what it is. They're just lying to you up front. You don't really get any of those benefits until after you've been there for like 3 or 5 years. You get only partial pieces of the benefits, but those benefits are on rental until you've been there for 5+ years. So if you actually think you get benefits in this world, it really doesn't work like that. Everyone says it's what it is, but you just pay attention to it and just keep looking. And if you're me, you really are looking. You look at it often. Need to make 127 of these. Oh wait, that's not that. 127 of those. Kind of weird, but if you think about it, other countries have it that way. And then you look at the United States, and they have, some states have it that way still, but not all of them. It's sort of confusing when you look at it. Now, if you're trying to get something from me in this world, Truth is, you might not get anything from me. Maybe a hug, but probably not anything if you're looking for something out of the ordinary, completely insane. Did you notice that Mr. Krabs has gone completely insane? It's gonna be like, piece of cake. Oh, ah, klar. Yes, have you noticed that Mr. Krabs has a dumpy? Oh, it'll blow over. You know, it reminds me of that episode of SpongeBob, The Idiot Box. Yeah, greatest episode ever. I remember The Idiot Box like it was yesterday. That's because it was yesterday. I was watching The Idiot Box yesterday. What is that? 3.5 minutes? I've improved my arrows. Don't ask me why, but I improved the arrows in order to free up some space. Listen here, sweetheart. You can't just go out there and do what you want. Not while I'm around. Beep boop boop beep boop bop. Beep 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 boop bop bop boop beep 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 boop bop. I am sorry, my dude, if you were hoping that I had some brain cells to spare. I'm sold out. Oh, look at that, it's 6:42 in the morning. Oh, look at that, 6:42 in the morning. Well, you know what that means. The stream is almost over. But before then, I need a lot of this clay to get melted. I realize this, but I've been drinking a lot of soda. Or drink 2 bottles of water and watch some Spy Cakes or whatever. Feel free to tune in and watching some Spy Cakes one day. Because I'm going to just be doing a live stream and watching nothing but YouTube videos. Oh man. Is this a React channel? The answer is no, it isn't. But you're gonna see me overreact. Okay, now if you'll excuse me, I'll be right back. Gonna grab 2 bottles of water and a soda. I'm gonna leave this cooking. Okay, I am back. I got my water. I got what I needed. Pipe rifle away. Get the medicine out of here. And leave nothing but the food here. Okay. Pipe rifles we put away. Oh. Duke's Casino, Navasgain, Arizona. A Duke's Casino coin. After the epidemic and war, these brass coins became the main currency for trading in Navasgain. Can be smelted in the forest to craft firearm ammunition. Duke's Casino tokens. Yeah, those help you freaking buy what you need. Nothing like water. Okay. Right here, grab this right now, real quick, I guess. Grab that, grab that. sledgehammer. Rank 2 claw hammer. Iron shovel, rank 2. Wrench needs salvage ops. Claw hammer right now at rank 2 will reduce the construction costs of materials, I guess. But for me, it's just general reduction. He creates some iron doors anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, the doors. Not enough material, but it's enough to craft what I need to anyways. I need that stuff to spare over. Yep. Chunky hunky. Monkey chunky hunky. Like chunky monkey. Like chunky hunky. Monkey chunky hunky. Sí. Juandísimo. Yes, your best friend, Juandísimo Magnific. Boop, 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 boop. Then my little radio antenna. Look at my radio antenna. I got my radio antenna. Radio antenna. It looks so handicapped and special. Wobbly Rick's handicap radio antenna. It puts the hand in decapped. Okay, I've upgraded the front door. Now I need to upgrade the front door to my house, which I'm still working on, which right now is in craptastic condition. I don't need the bra. Oh my god, she clubbed Elizabeth's father with a telephone. Yep. Like repairing the crib. Getting her going. Oh, don't you know about him? Getting her going there, bud. For anyone who's wondering, in the near future, I may partially educate you to a terrible 90s cartoon, or I think it's an 80s cartoon. I'm not sure. Or maybe it was made in 2000. I wouldn't know. It's called Biker Mice from Mars. I don't know how, but for some reason, it was a cartoon that existed in my time. Or was being aired or rerun. And then we're gonna watch Adventure Time Episode 1 all the way last episode. This also includes Adventure Time special episodes. Keep her going. The Snowman Master Race won't be complete by itself. As the Swedish man said, "It's this way, Ingvark. It's that way, Ingvark. Eat my ass, Ingvark. You're a smorgasbord of lies." Oh man. Imagine hearing that. An argument between two Swedes. Say, dog, take your stank, rank, nasty A1 steak sauce breath having ass up out of here. Cock shot. Double cock shot. Remember, Wobblies. Remember, fellow Wobblies, we're here and we're there. I'm not gonna say we're here and queer because I have no idea what exactly that means, but something. I think it means gay. Whatever the case is. Come on, loser, right over here. Ah, I didn't take him down. Yeah, boy, I came into the wrong county, son. You saw that guy, he tried to come up inside my county. Tried to act like he was gonna be the shit. But you ain't gonna get nothing. Be whooping all over that booty. Now remember, as Fleece Johnson once said, booty is more important than food and water. I have no idea why they did that interview with that man, but it still trips me out today. Now that I think about it, I'll have to do the whole live streaming portion of whatever it is I'm doing through. I forgot what it is I'm going to do it through, but I'll have to figure it out what platform I'll be streaming it on where I will not get hung by the creators. By the way, a few weeks ago I seen some Ubisoft cranians walking around through my city. They looked really sad and miserable. I'm joking, they didn't look sad and miserable. What was strange is they actually looked really happy to have left. Like they were looking for the perfect opportunity to escape the communist nation or something like that. Well, whatever the case is. What's your deal, spaceman? Gotta put out that candle. Now, what was I thinking? I can't remember, but sometimes I just become so unhinged. But then again, I'm not getting my daily dose of freaking, usual content that I usually get, which mellows me out throughout the whole day. I get my usual dose of John Palucci And then the other usual dose of... Oh god, what the deuce was his name again? Atten A on Twitch. Then I get a little bit of Spy Cakes. Subscribe to Spy Cakes today. Help him grow his channel even further. So that he may one day achieve the platinum play button. Same thing with Komodo Gaming and beautiful LB. You realize after about 4 years, the viewers and stuff like that you have, the subscribers, the content that you get, the content you're pumping out, stuff like that. You'll notice that your viewer count sort of plateaus after a while, and it's not because you're not making enough content. It's simply because with the demographic of people changing constantly, it's kind of hard to tell what people consider acceptable or what they like to see. So, but it always changes. It's like an everlasting or ever-changing ecosystem of confusing crap. So, yeah, if you're hoping for something less confusing, well, look no further, because, believe me, you're going to be looking through a telescope to try to see the difference. Okay, that solves that problem. Now to go upstairs. Upstairs, I can beat some love into this building. By the way, if you're wondering what that is going to be over here, it's going to be an overhang, so that way I can have a place for sniping in the event the enemy is running from different directions. Fortunately for me, this radio tower was built in a funny shape in the way it was built, so that it wouldn't interfere if I built any structures further straight up. I was actually sleeping earlier last night, or I guess this morning, but I couldn't sleep anymore due to an incredible amount of humidity. The inside of my house gets flooded with humidity like there's a giant gaping hole in my home or something like that. Now that I think about it, for all I know, there could be a ginormous hole in my house or something. I gained some of the wooden material I needed back, so good enough for me. Okay guys, well, I guess this is going to be pretty much where I'm going to call it quits for the day. At least for the time being, until I can relax a little more. And whenever I return back from the store later today, assuming if I even go there today. Yeah, that'll be about it. Thanks for tuning in to Wobbly Ricks. If you came out here to ventilate and talk about your personal lifestyles and what you do, let me know. 7 Days to Die developers, still waiting on brand new guns to be implemented. I repeat, still waiting on guns to be implemented. So if you just tuned in, I'm sorry that there's nothing there, or nothing or content for you guys to watch. But, just mild FYI, I want you to know that, I'll still be here, I'll still be making content, still be doing things. I'm going to increase my traffic on the content wise, and make sure that I'm keeping the ball rolling. And I got to keep it going because I got to get somewheres, because working a day job is turning into a nightmare trying to get a day job going. My stepfather wants me to work with him at his company, which is going to cut into my channel growth. And it's kind of crazy that I've been going at it for a long time trying to get my channel going and getting a lot of things, and I went through a lot of issues with particularly either branding or just generally coming up with a name that wasn't already copyrighted. I went through several name changes and it was just a nightmare for me. In perspective, I've come a long way to try to make something from nothing, and I've been trying since like post 2013. So, it's been a long time, and several name changes later. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great breakfast, lunch, dinner, morning, mid-morning, afternoon, mid-afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is. Enjoy your school day, enjoy your lunch, do whatever it is that makes you feel happy. Never stop pushing, because if you keep pushing, you keep pushing forward, you'll begin to notice that you're moving forward and it continues to stack up, and then eventually, before you know it, you're where you want to be. You got whatever dream job it is you're doing, you're making money, you're making good decisions, you're just moving up. And that's what I'm trying to do here with this channel, is I'm trying to make decent decisions, trying to make decent business decisions and move up. I know it cuts into my health, I know it cuts into a lot of things. There's going to be times where I have to take time off so that I can keep myself in check. So, I got to keep it going, I got to keep the dice rolling. So, I'll be back on later. Assuming I don't fall asleep after watching some, YouTube and stuff like that. But y'all take care. Keep it real. Don't let nobody bully you, man. Move forward. Just keep pushing forward.